Welcome to today's video about SC-500 replaces AZ-500. Microsoft Cloud and AI Security Engineer Associate Certification Guide. Introduction to SC-500. Microsoft Cloud and AI Security Engineer Associate. Target audience. SC-500 certification. The evolution from AZ-500 to SC-500. Core knowledge areas to focus on for SC-500 exam. Best study tips to prepare for the SC-500 exam. 1. A security engineer needs to ensure that administrators only receive elevated permissions when needed and only for a limited time. Which Microsoft Entra feature should be used? A. Microsoft Entra Privileged Identity Management. B. Azure Storage Lifecycle Management. C. Azure Front Door Routing Rules. D. Microsoft Defender for storage malware scanning. 2. A developer needs read-only access to Azure resources in a resource group but should not be able to make changes. Which role assignment is most appropriate? A. Owner. B. Contributor. C. Reader. D. User Access Administrator. 3. An Azure application needs to access Azure Key Vault without storing credentials in code or configuration files. What should be configured? A. A shared administrator password. B. A managed identity for the application. C. A public storage account access key. D. An unmanaged local user account. 4. A storage account contains sensitive business data. The security team wants to restrict access so traffic reaches the storage account through a private IP address inside the virtual network. Which feature should be used? A. Private endpoint. B. Public anonymous access. C. Shared access signature with no expiration. D. Internet-facing endpoint only. 5. A company needs to protect sensitive data stored in an Azure SQL database and limit exposure if database files or backups are compromised. Which control should be enabled? A. Disabled auditing. B. Public network access for all clients. C. Unrestricted database owner permissions. D. Encryption at rest. 6. A workload subnet must only allow inbound HTTPS traffic from a trusted application gateway subnet. Which security control should be configured? A. Disable all subnet level filtering. B. Unrestricted public access. C. Network security group rules. D. Allow all inbound traffic from the Internet. 7. A virtual machine hosts a critical workload. The security team wants to reduce the risk of unauthorized access by closing unnecessary inbound management ports. What should be done? A. Restrict management access and avoid exposing ports such as RDP or SSH directly to the Internet. B. Open all management ports to any source IP address. C. Disable operating system updates. D. Store local administrator passwords in a shared document. 8. A team is deploying containerized workloads. They need to ensure that container images do not contain known vulnerabilities before deployment. Which practice should be used? A. Disable image versioning to simplify deployment. B. Scan container images for vulnerabilities before releasing them. C. Pull images only from unknown public repositories. D. Run all containers with unrestricted privileged access. 9. An application running in Azure needs database connection information. What is the most secure way to handle the connection secret? A. Store the secret in Azure Key Vault and retrieve it using a managed identity. B. Hard code the secret in the application source code. C. Store the secret in a public GitHub repository. D. Share the secret through email with all developers. 10. An AI application uses enterprise documents for retrieval augmented generation. Which security concern should be addressed first? A. Storing sensitive documents in an anonymous public container. B. Allowing the model to access every document to improve response quality. C. Disabling all access controls for search indexes. D. Ensuring the AI application only retrieves and exposes data the user is authorized to access. Check the correct answers for each question. Subscribe Passert for more IT exam prep.